mention but my wife, and lately, well, she's been getting the blues.
24 minutes in front of 4 o'clock. Time for Bird Songs, your guide to the sounds of the treetops. Warbler Week on Bird Songs, and for our special expert ornithologist, we brought in Roger Salloom. Roger, how are you?
I'm better than some, but not as good as others, John.
Dig a hole in the meadow, you can drop me in. That's right, belong if I ever fall in love with you again.
He looks at either his own life or the lives of those around him, from what I can tell, really just makes astute observations, not necessarily sweeping statements, but maybe little slices.
Never got too far.
I think if you were to look back now and you were to characterize my performances, I think I would have been like a musical John Belushi. You know, kind of like wacky, maybe funny, but definitely inspired by what I wrote. And a lot of times I would write songs because I couldn't remember the songs, the original songs, someone else's songs. I couldn't remember their songs. So it'd be easier for me to write a song than to try to remember someone else's song.
Not so many years have passed in my life. I ain't got no children, I ain't got no wife.
And his songs were amazing. They were truthful, they were weird, they were funny. And I thought, this guy is really unusual. I want to hang out with him.
Listen, good people, I'm about to sing a song. Going to St. Louis, won't be long, 'cause I'm wild about my lover. I like to have my fun.
It was in the late 60s. Well, there was a cactus drug. I think I took the cactus drug.
Honey all over our body, cactus in our veins, tossing around the bedroom, together again.
We flew up to Chess Records and we met with Marshall Chess.
And we were building a following of Marshall Chess, who was the son of the legendary Chess brothers, Leonard and Phil.
He offered us some money, and he offered us a solid recording contract for a cadet concept and to do the recordings in Chicago.
The studios we had been working in up till then were good studios, but the studios at Chess were amazing. They were big. There was lots of opportunity. Our producer was ready to give us the instrumentation that we wanted. The limo would come for us, take us down to the studio. It was a lot of fun.
We made a sort of a psychedelic record and put it out on Cadet Concept, which was a subsidiary of Chess, or part of Chess, and it was a blast.
You know, I said after I met that one fella just outside of New Orleans, I pulled into town and I seen this brass band that's going so nice. And I said, well, I started to ask people on the street, and I changed my mind because it wouldn't make much sense. They don't know. They might know who Marie DeVoe is. But anyway, like I said, I sketched this brass band, and I see this big, long chick doing this premarital dance alongside of it, and she's grooving. And like she's getting a lot of attention from the crowd, and I figured, maybe this is the woman, man. Maybe this is the chick that's gonna help me get around. Come on, Marie. Oh, Marie DeVoe.
This will be a shock to people. We had the #1 record in Cleveland, #1 record in Philadelphia, the top 3 or 4 in Boston, and popular somewhat in San Francisco.
Back in those days, they would sign up a group like Salloom, Sinclair, and the Mother Bear. You record your album, and then the record company said, best of luck, I hope you survive, see you later. And that was it. You got no support from anybody.
It didn't happen. For whatever reason, it didn't happen. That window closed and closed and finally slammed shut on us.
When I first met Roger, he wasn't playing other than doing this one concert a year, and loved music and loved performing. But I think he'd become really discouraged and disillusioned with the whole music business, really wanted to get out of the business completely. And he's very talented, and he has a gift. And for those of us who have no talent, when it comes to performing or just the ability to do something like that. I felt it was a terrible waste.
Roger is, first of all, very talented, speaks the dialogue, speaks very openly in reference to the baby boomer generation. You know, unfortunately, our business today is basically run by corporate America, which means that, you know, it begins with the big record industries, and it also ties into the big corporations that own most of the radio stations in our country.
Great to see you, Roger, and excited about the show tomorrow. 19 years you've been doing. Is that right? Is that a misprint? I can't believe that.
No, that's the truth.
I took a lesson at a delicatessen from the man that was slicing meat.
I think there's an ongoing trend of having the same sort of radio station in one city as you'll find in the next. What's unfortunate about that is that it really sort of pushes out a lot of talented people such as Roger Salloom.
I think I might be able to make it in the music business this time because I don't care. I care, but I don't, you know, the marriage between business and music is a
I said we were on the cusp of something.
bad one anyway. Oh, there'll be other stuff, Bob. Don't worry about it. We're climbing the ladder to nowhere. I haven't made a recording in like 20 years. I sort of was, I don't know, terrified, reclusive or something, not performing much. And kind of looking at the last 20 years of my life, or 30 or whatever. And I said, I don't want to be one of those people who says I should have. I stopped playing music because I lost faith in myself. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't think anybody cared or wanted to hear me play.
What about this process? The film.
This filming
How's
thing?
this been living with this for a year?
You know, for years I thought I was in a film, but there was no filmmaker around.
So this is no different.
No, this is not.
I heard they said I've been faking it, but I'm here. Didn't think I could take it. I'm here. So glad I made it. Oh, I'm here.
Are we going to listen to the take?
Yeah, let's go listen to the take.
All right. I made a mistake.